Hi, I'm Denise Kester. I'm an artist. I've been teaching for about 35 years, and I've come up with a list for creative people called Important Things to Remember. And this is something that I've put together through all of these years of teaching, and it's something that we go over before each class because I feel it's that important to pay attention to these issues that come up when we try to do something creative. And as human beings, we have gotten away from the joy of creating when we were little kids. When we were little kids, we did it for pure joy, and we loved it, and we all were artists. But then we got some critics and judges and art abuse that happens from time to time when we're trying to be creative people as we get older, and we forget how to be artists or that we're creative people, and it's okay. So hopefully these will be a good reminder for you, and if nothing else, a little bit of food for thought. So I'd love to share this with you. Important things to remember. Imagine this: what you create creates you. Trust is a big one. Trust yourself. Trust the process of creating. Trust your process. You will create what is true for you right now. Trust yourself to take chances and trust what you create. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart, to your mind, to your belly, to your gut, which I believe is the home of the intuitive wisdom that lives within each and every one of us. We've just lost touch with it. So it's so important to be present and to come into alignment in your body so that you can hear what you want to do, what you need to do. So listen to that voice that is trying to get you to do your art, your poetry, your writing, your dance, your music. Listen to what your heart wants. Imagine this: what you create has a voice that is independent from you. And it's important to take the time to become present so that you can have that conversation with your creative self. So remember that what you produce and what you create has a life of its own. Imagine this: being kind to yourself and what you create is hugely important. You are the stuff of stars. You're the manifestation of billions and billions of years of careful work. And here you are, right here, right now, in this present moment, with a very, very long line of ancestors behind you. They have your back. Be courageous. Be creative. Let go. This is big. Letting go of expectations, letting go of outcome. They hold you back from being a creative person. Let go of that perfection, of being perfect. What is perfection anyway? Is there something perfect? I'm not sure. Maybe a newborn babe. I don't know. But that perfection is going to keep you from doing your work. Listen to that heart. Listen to your belly. Listen to what you know is true. Avoidance. Avoidance is a dance with the void. It's a dance with the unknown, and it's part of the process. When I'm working and I have this avoidance thing come up, I just realize, oh, well, this is the avoidance dance. I will just have to do it and then get to my work. And some of that avoidance is, oh yeah, it's so important for me to sweep the floor, or oh my goodness, I really need to make myself a cup of coffee. Or oh, I should really do my taxes right now. Well, for goodness sakes, but I can come up with all kinds of things that suddenly I really need to do, rather than getting into my studio to do my soul work. When that happens, I just say to myself, oh, this is the avoidance dance, no big deal, it's just part of what I'm doing. But the whole time I am thinking about getting to my studio. I will do those things, but I am heading to the studio. And it's just part of the process for me. Another thing that I've realized in all these years of working is really avoiding something huge. The larger that avoidance, the more important it is for me. There is something big trying to come through. I'm not sure why that is. It is a mystery, and it's part of the process of art making. Getting rid of the critic, the judge. They are bald-faced liars, and they have nothing to do with the creative process. And they just want to keep you safe and comfortable. And it's fun to stay safe and comfortable, but it's not very creative or risk-taking. And so much of our human spirit really wants us to take chances and take risks within reason, and certainly in the creative process. But there's something about the critic and the judge that want to keep you from being uncomfortable. So you just have to say thank you, let that stuff go, and stop avoiding and get to your work. Get to the art making or poetry, writing, dance, whatever it is. Forget control and enjoy those surprises, because when you're trying to control something, it stops the flow of new information and new ideas. And you don't want to be stuck doing the same old thing. There are no mistakes. Mistakes, so-called mistakes, always will lead you to new possibilities. And that is definitely part of being an artist, is learning how to fix what you've just screwed up, or what you think you just screwed up. Because usually when I have to fix something, I realize, wow, I really like this so much better. I'm so glad that happened. Was that a mistake? I don't think so. So there are no mistakes. They lead you to new possibilities. So don't worry. Point of view. Things are not always as they appear. Try a different angle, perhaps sideways. Sometimes when I am working on getting into the studio or working on a piece, I try to come at it from the sideway rather than straight on, because sometimes straight on I'm just banging my head. I can't get in. But if I can come at it from a side path into what I'm trying to do, then that works. And sometimes that's a way that I can also get past the critic and the judge, or avoidance, is that same feeling of coming at it sideways. Like you're doing something here, but what you're really doing is coming in this way. I don't know if that will make sense to anybody, but just something for you to think about, to try. Rather than coming at something head on, come at it from the side and see if that gives you a little bit better access point to creativity. And this is the greatest piece on my important things to remember. Relax. You can always, always, always rework it later. You can change it. You can draw on it. You can paint on it. You can cut it up. You can rearrange it. Do what your heart wants to do when you're being creative. Do what your art wants to do when you're being creative, because it also has a stake in what you're doing, and it has a voice, and it has a life of its own, and the two of you are in conversation together to bring this thing forth into the world. So trust that and relax. Do what your art wants to do. And imagine this. What you create may be crucial to what you need right now. But even more than that, it may be crucial to what the world needs right now. That's how important it is for you to do your work, to do your art, whatever it is, because our world needs your voice. We have other voices. We have other artists and singers and dancers, but we don't have your voice. And your voice may be the tipping point. It may be the piece that we've been missing. And that's how important it is for you to do your work. Take 3 deep breaths into your belly. There's something about taking these 3 deep breaths that brings you into the present moment, into the here and now. This is a practice that I do. I take those 3 deep breaths, especially when I don't know where my artwork wants to go or what I should do next, or if I'm in my head too much or in worry, then I take those 3 deep breaths and they bring me into the present moment between me and what I am doing. And my body always knows what to do. My belly always knows what to do. It's my head that gets in the way. So if I can get past my head and into my body knows what to do. So give that a try. Imagine this. What you are willing to stretch toward is willing to stretch toward you. You are not alone. You are in this with your creative process. You're in that together. So it is willing to stretch toward you if you're willing to stretch toward it. It's a conversation. Remember, you and your art make each other. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. Hey, I want to thank you for checking out my little video. If you would like a copy of The Important Things to Remember, email me, Denise Kester, at drawingonthedream.com. That's Denise Kester at drawingonthedream.com. If you would like to see some of my work, go to my website, drawingonthedream.com. Instagram at Denise Kester. Facebook, Denise Kester Art. I also have a book that I published 2 years ago called Drawing on the Dream, Finding My Way by Art. It's full of artwork and story and the story behind the artwork and dream work. It's full of beautiful illustrations. And in the back, there's also the list of important things to remember. Be creative. Stay healthy and well in every way. See you next time.